Hello guys, and welcome to my first settlement tour that I'll be doing. This location is Sunshine Tidings Co-op, and this is actually the first one I've completely finished. Maybe I'm going to do a little bit more in the future to it, maybe, but I'm happy with where it's at right now. So this is the Commonwealth Library, and the idea is we collect all the information out in the world and we put it here. Of course, there's more to that than just, the library here. There's more. There's a bar, there's a medic, all that shit. So, first off, we got some generators for this remote door here, as well as a decontamination arch. I feel it's kind of important that stinky wastelanders get a little bit of decontamination. Alright, next I think we'll go to our power armor display, where we get all the unique power armor in here. Of course, I don't have the Brotherhood armor because I didn't do their side of the quest. But as you see, we got the Piezonucleic is in here. The fuck am I talking about? It's in here. We got the Vim, we got the Nuka-Cola, we got the Tesla, that's right, Overboss, Quantum, and another Nuka-Cola. And next we'll go to the Valentine Detective Agency, which is basically Nick's house too. I feel like he'd have no problem sharing a house and the troubles of the wasteland. You know what I mean? Troubled people of the wasteland, that is. We got his case notes here, his unsolved ones, except for Earl Sterling. We did solve that one in this playthrough. Got a lit cigarette on the table, all that shit. I know it's a little uncharacteristic to have a Deathclaw head mounted on the wall along with Danger, but I couldn't get any of the other neon lights to work here. I tried, trust me. I was supposed to be Evidence and then Lockup on the side here, but the letters kept disappearing. And this is still Evidence Lockup. Got all the stuff for Kasumi and all his other case files, Gilly Grasshopper, Shemdron, the works, you know? We got a mute fruit farm over here. Very, very boring, but it's also very visually appealing, so I don't care. Settlers can suck it. We got the start of our library here. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of stuff sorted into different categories. I'm not going to go through all of it, but you get the idea. All these are filled with notes. And I did acquire all of the notes through vanilla means. I didn't use any mods to get them. I got them all naturally. You get the idea. They're all filled. We have people guarding them because I think, it's pretty important to protect this knowledge. I guess that's kind of a Brotherhood way of thinking, huh? Next we have the bathroom. And in the bathroom, I thought it would be funny if the settlers were wiping their ass with duct tape. I just thought it'd be funny, that's all. And as a little Easter egg, I threw some lockpicking equipment right in front of the door, just for fun. And I set up the library there. I guess next we'll go to the museum here, where I've assorted a whole bunch of quest line based gear together. For example, the Sharpshooter Zeta Gun and the Lorenzo's Artifact, since those are two unique weapons relating to the same quest. Same thing with this Radium Rifle and Adam's Judgment. I seem to have misplaced my actual reward for this, so I'm using a replacement here. We got Nuka-Cola posters for decoration. Unfortunately, these armor racks aren't working. I actually have Silver Shroud stuff on, as you see. Silver Submachine Gun. Got replicas of that stuff. Oh, and I am using OC Decorator, if it wasn't obvious already. Lots of Nuka World stuff in there. Oh, and another problem I had with this base, actually, was I had a housing crisis going on where I was struggling finding places to put people to sleep. But then I realized, oh, we already have built-in shelter. How cool is that? Next we got this opening for caravans over here. I'm so sick of this guy standing here. Deacon, you can fuck off, man. You're blocking the sign. It was the best I could find for a sign to people, but he just wants to be a dickhead. But caravans go through here, and they meet me here. Boom. And as you can see, our next spot we visit is the podium. And from here, you can see a whole bunch of assorted chairs to talk to your town, all that fun shit. And a bell to get them all together, because, you know, what would be the point? Next place I believe we're going to visit is my house. So this house has every unique item that you come across. For example, strange plants from the Cridwin, Mila replica. My headcanon is that this is like an analyzer on how well they're going to grow. And in my house we have the overseer sign, because that's cool. Sometimes people like to sit down and eat purple slop, so I thought it'd be funny if one of them sat down and ate purple slop. So I put forks and knives next to it. This is from the Granowski? I think it's Granowski's place. We got the hallucinogen canisters, we got the mysterious serums, we got the counterweights. This is all of the unique weapons I've gotten. Of course, I don't have all of them because I destroyed everybody at Nuka World. And some of them are resting in other places. And I'm a fool because one of them's out back at Nick Valentine's house. I have Eddie's piece on the wall. All unique armor in here. Got and unique gifts like weapons from here that shouldn't be out in the open, and weapons and things that can be out in the open are on top of this. Like this Giddy Up Buttercup you got from Aaron Glass, McCready's toy, all this stuff. You know, got all the books that you collected, all that fun shit. Next, I mean, we got another one of these where up top somebody can switch this pylon to open the door. Oh my god, that's just going a different way. That's going to annoy me. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Another radiation arch. Now this part was also a pain in the ass, because at first I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with it. It seemed completely useless because you can't scrap this piece of wood here. But then I realized, oh wait, I can just make it a Brahmin pen. And while it is true, there is no wall here. I'm using this laser as a sort of tripwire to alert settlers to danger. That's the headcanon anyway. It doesn't actually do that. That's kind of the whole basis of this place, honestly. Next we have our water pumps. Just basic water pumps. And then we have this comic shop. Or comic rental. Or whatever the fuck you want to call it, honestly. It's just a rental place. And you can buy shit here. Let's see, next. I already covered that place. Okay, next is the medical center, which I fucked up on because you can't really get to this without going outside first, which is a bit of a pain. I don't know why they designed it so it's so close to the edge. But this is another way I was able to solve the housing crisis here, is I realized like every hospital could use like an infirmary, and it needs bedding for people to rest for a while. So I said, hey, screw it. Let's just pretend everybody's got radiation poisoning or some shit. So we got a whole bunch of medical supplies here and out back there. And we have Curie activating this one right now. She's our saleswoman. I think we have one last thing to show. I just walked past the sign, damn. Under this sign it says Cambridge Police Station, but I thought it would be cooler if it would have like a little wasteland touch to it if someone just said, buy our shit, pretty much. So, that's what I did. Obviously we got Drinking Buddy here. Get out of my way, Longfellow. And this is our bar. I'm actually pretty happy with how the bar came out. We got Kate running it, because who the fuck else, right? I think that might be everything. This base took a long, long time to create, just for the simple fact of how hard it was to acquire every single note, aside from one that bugged out, because I went there a second time and I didn't grab it the first time. It was so difficult to set all this up. But if you enjoyed this settlement walkthrough, nah, I don't think I want to call it that. Settlement tour. If you enjoyed this tour, like the video and let me know what one you'd want to see next. I have a couple that I'm working on right now. And I'll see you guys next video.